Hey guys, it's the A Sip of Aesthetics podcast, and I'm Dr. Abraham, and I'm here with Lauren today. She's been with
Back
us
again, baby.
Always great to have you back.
I know. I love being here with you. It's so fun.
Yeah, and it's a fun topic today. We're talking about integrating health and beauty and aesthetics and all that
My
stuff.
two things I love.
What, health and beauty?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Being healthy and then beautiful.
Well, I think they go very well together, right?
Yes.
It's part of the reason we do what we do is because it makes us feel more confident, it makes us feel better about ourselves. And obviously you want to be healthy, which is also going to make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think just drinking lots of water, using good skincare, working out, eating healthy,
Yeah,
all the things. Yeah.
we want our skin to look healthy. We want to look healthy. And that's kind of what we're doing a lot of times with these aesthetics treatment. We don't want like the fatigue to, show on us, right? We don't want to be looking tired all the time. We don't want to be looking angry all the time. We don't want to be looking like we're sagging all the time, like we're dehydrated all the time. We don't want to show like the sun damage and the, aging of our skin. So one of the main reasons people come in is to kind of
Correct that.
make themselves look healthy, because a lot of times we feel healthy on the inside,
But
just
don't
our
look
face
on the
doesn't
outs.
match.
No, for sure.
So I think it's very helpful. So and I think that's kind of the more comprehensive way to approach it. So a lot of times we do talk about our clients about like healthy lifestyles and things that they should do at home to make their aesthetic treatments look better, but just in general to stay healthier.
Well, I think when you're spending the money and you're coming in and you're getting treatments, I think also taking care of yourself outside of just doing Botox and fillers is important as well, because, when you spend all the money and you do all the things, but then you're not taking care of yourself, after you do that.
Yeah.
I think that makes a world of difference. So I totally agree with you on that.
And a lot of times the type of people who want to take care of their skin and they want to present themselves, in always like a nice way are also a lot of times the same types of people who want to also take care of their health. So I see these two things kind of going hand in hand all the time.
Yeah. Let's talk about a couple treatments that we offer here at NewMed. What kind of treatments do you like as far as health and wellness? Because I know that we do offer a lot of good items on the menu. So I know we have our IVs, we have our B12 shots. What other things do you?
Yeah, and this is kind of like, I think for all our clients, having a healthy diet is very, very important.
Yes.
And sometimes, we still don't get all the vitamins and nutrition that we need. And sometimes supplementing with certain vitamins, like a B12 shot or, an IV vitamin therapy where you can add a multitude of other vitamins at the same time can also be a beneficial, supplemental thing. Again, it's not in replacement for eating healthy, but it can definitely be a nice additional thing, especially in like certain situations. So say somebody's feeling sick and they really want that really high dose of vitamin C.
Yep.
Or they want, a certain cocktail to just help them with anti-aging. We can kind of sometimes create these little, nice cocktails with IV vitamin therapy.
Hydration, sometimes if you're hungover.
Yeah, absolutely. And hydration is really important, whether you're drinking fluid at home or, getting something like an IV therapy to improve it. What are some kind of things you do to stay healthy?
Okay, so I drink lots of water. So I do about 8 to 10 cups of water a day.
Do you know what the recommended dose of water is? I mean, it varies from place to place. But
I was told a gallon.
Yeah, it's about, I think, 15 and a half cups for men and like
Yeah.
about 11 and a half cups for females.
I've always been a very big water drinker, always.
Yeah.
So that's helped my skin, definitely helps my skin. And then, I was working out. I was doing Pilates for a while and then I did get injured, so I stopped that. But honestly, I have been on semaglutide, so that's our GLP-1 that we do have here at NewMed. I've been on it for about a year and it has really, really helped me. Just my lifestyle, my food choices, my inflammation's down, my injury is better, my eating habits are better. So, a lot of people, they kind of give it a bad rap because you hear a weight loss medication, oh gosh, you get scared, but it has helped me tremendously. So that's helped. And then just kind of, being healthy. I have a son, so I run around with him, after work.
It keeps you active.
Which is a workout in itself. So just kind of taking care of your body and thinking about the things that you're putting in your body and not a lot of alcohol. I know that's a bummer, but really don't drink much alcohol.
Yeah.
Not like I did back in the day, but you know.
I think you hit many of the kind of main things we want to do. I would just
What about you?
add trying to sleep well and, managing stress as
That's like
much
the
as
one
possible.
thing, sleep. Like
Yeah.
I try and sleep as much as I can, but I cannot get a full 8 hours. I always wake up in the middle of the night. Do you have any
Yeah.
suggestions?
Well, I mean, I would always start with a good sleep hygiene. So, you want to make sure you're sleeping in a dark room. A lot of times people will get these blackout curtains to really make sure the room is dark. Our bodies like it when it's a little bit on the cooler side, so cooler temperature. And these are kind of some of the things that our bodies are just used to that kind of signals to our body that it's time to go to bed. So, you can think about it like, our ancestor, it's always a little bit cooler at night. It's always going to be darker at night. And staying away from different light sources like the TV, the phone. I think this is a tough one for a lot of people, but it makes
so
a
tough.
huge difference, especially blue light. But staying away from screens for a few hours before, I think those are, the main things that you would want to start with. There are a couple additional things you can do, like
Any supplements that I can take to help?
yeah, absolutely. So melatonin is a big one, but even there are certain like herbal teas and things like that, and that I think can help a lot of people. And sometimes even certain habits, like a lot of times people like to read a little bit before going to bed. And the reason I like that is because you can use that as a replacement to using your phone and stuff. So
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if our viewers know this about you or not, but you're getting yourself married here in about 3 weeks.
in 1 week.
1 week? Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3 weeks.
No, it's like a week and a half.
That's so exciting. Are you excited?
Yeah, very excited for
Well,
sure.
what comes with that? How do you stay healthy? How do you stay well rested? I know because getting married is a big deal.
Yeah, well,
So
you do the best you can.
how are you feeling? How much time do we have? I'm just kidding. No, how are you feeling really?
Well, I mean, it's
happy
kind of, thank you. No, I appreciate it. No, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
It definitely can be stressful. There's a lot of things to get done.
Yeah.
So, like what we were talking about with sleep, try to do my best, but I'm definitely not getting, the same amount of sleep that I wanted to. Just because also at work and things, it's a little bit busier. I'm going to be taking some time off. So it's a little bit more crowded at work, a little busier. So sleep hasn't been the greatest, but, still trying to at least focus on the quality of the sleep, even if I'm not getting the same quantity. But kind of, the dark, cooler room, for example, makes me feel that, if I'm getting like, 5 or 6 hours of sleep, at least I'm trying to make him, make him count. Stress is a different story.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
But, just trying to manage it. I mean, and again, you don't have to be perfect with these things. That's the important part, right?
Yes.
You're not going to live like completely stress-free.
No.
But if you can, try to
Be as active as you can.
Exactly.
And drink your water and be mindful.
Yeah, and just not carry that stress with you for too long if you can. If something happens stressful, kind of trying to deal with it and not let it affect you all day if possible.
Well,
Kind
I
of
think
putting
that
it on the
could
side.
We could take that like health and wellness to like not being so hard on yourself and just kind of giving yourself a break and and just do the things that you're supposed to do and everything else will sort of fall into place.
Exactly. And then you just compliment it with a little Botox and you look
Exactly.
great.
Little filler, little Botox, and that's the magic right there.
I mean, I just did my Botox earlier today because
just
I
did mine
also want to be
too.
ready.
So it's nice and smooth and pretty, and we're good.
You should do it at least 2.5 weeks, ideally 3 weeks before the wedding. I did it a week and a half because I don't know.
We do have a lot of women that come in that are getting married, so I'm glad that you said that. So you do want to do it 2 to 3 weeks before, correct?
Yeah, ideally 2 to 3 weeks before, but
Very
I mean, a
good.
week and a half still worked. I just kind of got caught up and
All the things that
didn't
you
get a
have.
chance.
Awesome.
But yeah.
I love that.
I think it's kind of like this is because it's not just about looking better. It's about looking better. It's about feeling better.
Yes.
And I think,
agree.
that combination of you want to take care of yourself, but at the same time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking care of your skin. And if we have all these additional tools
Yes.
to improve the quality of your skin, then why not use them? And we've talked before about certain things with aging, but some of my favorite treatments here are things like, let's say, like microneedling with radiofrequency or platelet-rich plasma, or there's
Hydrofacial.
sculpture radius. Yeah, and a lot of these treatments are going to help promote collagen. They're going to help improve the quality and texture of your skin. So they are going to help fight some of these aging signs that appear on our skin. Certain lasers can fight, some of the discoloration that can happen on our skin with time. The other thing with that, in terms of healthy habits, using things like sunscreen to keep yourself protected and kind of prevent further damage is also really important. So.
And I think also if you don't want to do the Botox or the filler route yet, I think a nice facial, if you just want to start small, nice facial, good sunscreen, good skincare, water, and that's it. I mean, I think just to start small if you want
Exactly.
to.
That's how we suck you in. You start small with some filler, and then
you
once
start
you
with
try
the
it.
facial, and then you go to the Sculptra and the PRP.
Exactly. Well, it's because when people, a lot of times people have these worries about some of these treatments, and
so too.
that's completely fine. You can always start with something, smaller or something that's more kind of gentle. A lot of times when people get their foot in the water and they see, okay, that wasn't that bad. I feel better. I still look just like myself, just a little bit more refreshed. They're ready to kind of take the next step and try something more.
Totally.
If you want to stop at any points, obviously you don't have to keep going. But a lot of times people do find that some of these worries that they've had in their head are not really, they are a little bit exaggerated when they kind of experience it firsthand.
You said it perfectly. Just taking care of yourself and being less stressed and I don't know. Well, thanks for having me. This was awesome. So like we said, just, drinking lots of water, staying hydrated, working out, beauty treatments, taking care of yourself internally and externally. You said it, perfectly.
Yeah, think of it as a whole,
Yes.
the whole package.
Yes.
It's a combination of taking care of yourself at home, diet, exercise, sleep, stress, protection with like sunscreen, all that kind of stuff, using a good moisturizer, good skincare. But that's when also you're going to get the best results because your skin is ready, your skin is healthy, and you can get, some of these best results when you do the treatments that, we offer here or any other like kind of med spa or anti-aging clinics. Thanks for coming.
I love talking to you. I'm happy that you're getting married.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
I miss you.
Yeah. In an episode or two, I'll be a married man.
I know. That's wild. Well, I'm
It
happy
is.
for you. Congrats. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and join us next week for the next episode.